Yes.
here at Always on Adventures. Did I say it right?
You
I
did.
never know if it's adventures or adventure.
I think it's multiple
but it's
adventures.
multiple.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we took some time off to focus on our family and ourselves, and here we are. We're fucking back.
We're back.
We're back, and George is producing our show.
Yes. Yes.
We missed you, George.
I miss you too. I got a slight tease the week before. You guys booked a show and you said last second the timing didn't work out. So, my heart was hurt, but we're here. We're here. And we're ready
She
to
hurt
do
my
this.
feelings that day. I think we had to
But
cancel.
we're back.
She hurt your feelings too that day?
Yeah.
Was it her? Yeah, I mean, it was her priorities.
No, she didn't like the movie I asked her to watch with me.
Whoa, what?
Oh, well, first of all, I don't really watch TV, like, at all.
Right.
And like even going to the movies, it's like such a waste of 2 hours. I just feel like there's so much more that I could be doing with my time. So it's hard for me to sit. So I decided to let John pick a movie, and he chose
Dune, because the new Dune is coming
I've never heard
out.
of it.
Everyone's in love with this movie. I've yet to see Dune.
You haven't seen Dune?
I have not. I heard it's very complex.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. And I'm not into like sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, but you watched Lord of the Rings, which isn't, I guess, sci-fi. I mean, I don't know, fantasy. You like Lord of the Rings.
I loved Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I love like Harry Potter.
I thought you would like Dune because of Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently he's like the new Hollywood heartthrob.
He has been for like a couple years now, I think.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
He's not?
No, he's like...
You weren't watching that and being like, man, this
bleh.
guy's hot.
No. I mean, I don't like to like... That wasn't really nice of me. But he is not my cup of tea. And even you ask the girls, my daughters, and they're like, all three of them were like, no.
But that's kind of like the new hot look right now is like the skinny, emo, pale kind of look.
Not a fan.
It's like the new Batman is Robert.
Which is shocking. Did
Robert
you know who the
Pattinson?
new Batman's going to be, George?
I did not.
Not gonna be, babe. This movie's been out for
Oh.
like 2 years. He's been the new Batman. It's Robert Pattinson is the new the Twilight kid, right?
You guys, these are all the Batmans that we've had.
Who's
over
your
the
favorite
course.
Batman? George, who's your favorite Batman?
Christian Bale.
Really?
For sure, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
I'm Michael Keaton. Like when Kim Basinger was in there. And yeah, I'm like, Michael Keaton to me is like the Batman.
Yeah, he's a good one.
But
Michael Keaton.
I say Christian Bale's second. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I thought you liked Val Kilmer.
I only liked him in Top Gun.
Top Gun?
Yeah.
Iceman?
Who is your favorite Batman?
I don't.
Ben Affleck was a Batman?
Yeah, he still is kind of technically in like the DC when they do like the Justice League movies, right? He still shows up as Batman.
Yeah,
He
so
would-
Twilight guy, I can't see him as Batman. No way. He's a vampire.
Too soft.
Yeah.
Just soft.
But that's
Weird.
like the look now, right? I think everybody wants that skinny, pale look. I've got the pale look going. I don't know about the skinny part right now, but I got the pale going.
I don't think so.
No?
Mm-mm.
It's not
What
a-
do you think, George?
Like a slight malnourished look is what they go for. Because why wouldn't you? You're going to be seen for millions of people's entertainment. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the weak men. Weak superheroes, Marvel and DC, they're losing us.
I think so too. I think like Christian Bale was like a beefier Batman. Like he was like a big Batman.
Yeah.
George Clooney is just handsome.
Big
right?
Batman.
Big, and he was a bigger, but he's small. He's a small guy, but like he didn't look that way. They didn't present him as small in Batman.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's not like a huge guy, but he was pretty.
It was
was a
just
good
like the
Batman.
voice, and I think that's like the first Batman that I ever saw. So that's who I think is Batman.
Oh, the first Batman I ever saw was Adam West, from the TV show.
I mean,
That was
what's
the
wrong
best.
with the horns on that
Yeah,
one Batman?
the early on,
Batman.
it
I
looks
know.
like a clan suit.
I don't even know.
so weird.
Yeah,
like
it
they're
does.
going to the side.
That's not good.
I don't know what's happening.
So it's not the look. So I asked your daughters who are in their 20s, if they thought Timothy Chalamet was like.
Let's just
The
tell
it boy.
everyone what my age is.
Oh
Like-
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah. So then, well, soon we could ask your grandkids.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, let's reel it back there.
wonder
None
what
of
they're
them are
gonna be
married.
I wonder what they're going to be into. But anyway, we asked them if they were into this Timothy Chalamet guy, and they all said no.
No.
Which I was surprised. I thought that was going to
He
be
thought
like,
for sure they were going to be.
I guess so. So I
Nope.
guess, I don't know. All right, I guess I'm wrong.
He's not. Yeah,
Or I guess People Magazine is wrong.
they're wrong.
That he's not the new heartthrob.
No,
Maybe your girls are too old for him. Maybe like the teenage
doubt
like
it.
heartthrob is like that look.
I don't know. I
don't
don't. I
know.
don't think so. I mean, look around, like society. Like we ate out a lot this past weekend. I don't see anyone that looks like that. I think right now, like a lot of people are overweight.
Yes, I agree with that.
So people aren't in shape. So malnourished.
Okay.
Difficult word for me to say.
Mhm.
I don't think it's
Malnourished?
Here, I don't think it's here to stay.
No.
Sorry, no.
Okay. I
No.
don't think so either. I've been reading a lot about like longevity
Mm-hmm.
and how bad our diets are for us.
Yeah.
They kill us every day. George are killing us
Then why
every
do
day.
you keep taking me for pancakes,
'Cause
John?
they're so good.
Why?
They're so good because we both finished 75 hard. Live hard.
1 year, George.
What?
1 fucking year
We did
of
a whole
doing
year.
75 hard. We didn't do the entire year, like every day, 365 days, but part of the entire program was taking like the 30-minute break. But this program is getting a shit ton of, like, people are hating on it.
Why are they? But yes, they are. But I think it's just how soft we are
As a
is why
society,
people are hating it. Yeah.
yeah, people don't want to do the hard shit, George.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. And I'll shit on Timothy Chalamet all day. All right. But if he did the 75 hard, I would respect him.
Yeah.
All right.
He probably could though. He's pretty. I mean, he's in good shape. He's skinny, but he's in good shape.
Makes sense.
You know what the problem with the program is most people just can't commit to the time. So the biggest excuse that I hear is all the things that they have to do instead of like prioritizing and getting up 45 minutes early so you can go do your outdoor walk. So people just don't want to create the time in their schedule.
Yeah, I think you're right. So what you just finished Live Hard. So you did 75 days straight of 75 hard.
Yes.
And then you did 3 separate 30-day runs of modified 75 hard. So mostly they add stuff.
Yes.
Right? So you have to, at the end, you had to do all the 75 hard stuff plus talk to a stranger and do something kind.
Yes.
And I think there was something else in there. And then like these power list thing, you have to come up with
8
additional lists.
critical tasks, and then you have to, don't forget my fucking favorite, shower in the cold
The
for
cold
5
shower,
minutes.
you loved that one.
Hated it.
So with all that you did, we did, by the way.
Yeah. He just finished before me because I failed, so I had to restart.
That's right. So that's 100. What it was 90. So 165 days on this program
Yes.
over the past year.
Yes.
What do you think you learned the most from it?
What I learned the most from 75 hard was definitely like the mental aspect for me. So I had like a lot of questions about the physical, like people wanting to see like my physical transformation from like day 1 to the end. And I say for me, there wasn't much of a physical change, even though I don't enjoy working out. So that's not something that I make a priority. So I would have thought maybe there would have been a little bit of a physical change there, but there was not. The hardest for me was prioritizing my time and figuring out ways to get in the 2 45-minute workouts. And then the outdoors was a struggle with my travel. So sometimes I would have to schedule like a longer layover just so I could get outside and get my 45 minutes in.
Yeah, but first of all, like let's look at your baseline physical status that you had going into 75 hard. So it's like, oh, I thought I was going to look different. How much different could you look? Like
I don't know, like maybe I'd be like a little more tone or have like a little more cuts or something.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm just saying that's like the number one question that I got is people wanting to see like the physical changes. And for me, like I embrace the mental.
George.
So even waking up after I was completed, you sit over there and laugh all you want.
No, I'm just saying like let's break that down. people wanted to see the physical side of it, no doubt. So how did that come? People slid in your DMs and were like, "Hey, can I see pictures of you in your underwear?"
Just want to see your progress.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm just checking up on her progress,
I would
George.
post my progress photos sometimes, and then because it's. Yeah, like when I post myself in lingerie, we've had this conversation. Typically, it's not like a selfie of me in lingerie in the mirror. It's always like a paid photo shoot. So I love the girls that do post that. I just don't. It has to be like a paid shoot. If I'm sending any selfies in lingerie, it's for you, my love.
So you
Only.
had so people were interested in seeing you
Yes,
mostly
but before
naked, is what you're saying.
And gosh, Andy Frisella, if you have access to this app, I would be mortified because there's so many like nighttime photos where I'm like, I'm probably fucking naked on some and like covering
I am.
just to get my photo in, because if I failed, that would be like the one, it's the easiest thing to do. And the one thing that I would often almost forget to do
Just take your photo.
take my progress photo. I'd have to get out of bed and be like, oh my God, I fucking forgot. Or I'm checking off the list. I forgot my progress photo. And sometimes I sleep naked, so I wouldn't want to put on pants. So I'd be like this.
That was I had that thought almost every morning when I would because I would just wake up, because that's usually when I look the best, George, is like after you want to wake up and get that
100%.
progress photo first thing before you have anything in your system.
Yep.
And so I would be naked most of the time, and I'd just take the photo, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, Andy Frisella has 165 naked photos of me right now.
Like just dick hanging out?
Yeah, you want to
No,
just see
you wouldn't.
Yeah, because look,
hold on. It's linked back to him?
No, it's linked back to, there's an app,
So
75 Hard app.
Yeah, so Andy Frisella
And you put your
has the
photos
app.
in
Little
this
did
thing.
he know.
So, yeah, if anyone, gosh, it's probably not even good that we say this because someone will hack
Now
our-
someone's going to hack it.
But I've like deleted all of the photos. But every time I take my photo, because I love Andy, he's cool. Like I'll message him sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, man, if he does have access to this app, we're all fucked.
Yeah. There's a lot of photos in there. I don't know if I'd really want out there.
Me neither. What about you when you were doing it, George?
I love taking the progress photo. I was about to say, you beat yourself up over something. For your job, you have people taking photos of you. So I think, you in your mind, you're like, well, somebody's just going to do it. Like somebody's going to snap a photo of me. But like for me, I don't have people taking pictures of me. So I'm like finding the perfect angle. Towel, I didn't go like full naked. That's a whole nother level.
Do you sleep naked?
Occasionally, it just depends.
Yeah.
In the winter months, I like to bundle up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'll sleep with clothes on. In
I
the winter
hate
months.
it. I hate sleeping with clothes on.
Yeah,
But
me
the house
too.
is like freezing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how cold?
Like 68.
Yeah, last night was 67 in ours. I
Nice.
almost died. I woke up and I wanted to stab him in the eye.
Yeah, I like a morgue type feel where it's
Me
just
too.
It's so cold
So
that I'm
cold.
practically dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the deal. She likes to like roll over to her whole side of the bed and I try to keep it cold so that she has to kind of come back over, right? So
Yeah.
I get to, so that she like wants to be close to me when we sleep.
Yeah, but you say my body puts off heat and I make you hotter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I want it colder. Yeah, you do.
It's
Make me
so
hotter.
cold, George, that I have to wrap my face with a furry blanket.
Yeah.
And so all you see is like eyes because I'm so cold.
Yeah. But then
pretty
you wake up from that cold. I was just trying to help prepare you for your cold showers that you had to take.
And then I would turn on the heat to like 80.
Yeah, as you're like, because getting out of a cold shower and having the room be cold,
sucks.
Like torture.
that's like 75 super hard.
Yeah.
75 super hard.
What
That's what
was-
some of those photos look like, George, that I submitted.
With the morning wood.
That's a good one.
Boom. So now everyone's trying to justify this thing. So I agree with you. I think the thing I learned the most, it's not a physical challenge. Yes, you have to do 2 workouts a day,
Yes.
but it is a mental and
It's like
challenge
finding
and
the time.
prioritization. Like and it demonstrates to you can get all this stuff done
Yeah.
depending on what you prioritize, right?
Yes.
You don't have to watch that other hour of TV and you could do a workout, or you could do a workout while you watch that hour of TV, right? So it's just all about you. It demonstrates demonstrated to me that I can do anything that I prioritize.
Yes.
Really. I know it sounds like kind of cheesy of like, you can do anything you put your mind to, but you really do. You can
have to.
accomplish so much in your day. And then I found like towards the end there, like I got to a point where I was like, I felt like that wasn't even enough.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird, right? Like now that we're done, I'm like, I don't know what to do
I hate
in my
it.
day.
I wake up and I'm like, I feel like I have to be doing something. I don't
Right.
like it.
I feel, like if we have like just a random weekend where we're just like, let's just chill today. I don't think either one of us do well in that.
No, like we're already like, we're flying today and we're here and then we already have a workout scheduled.
Right. Exactly. You know why we can't just sit?
Hmm.
Because we're always on adventures. You know? Man, what a plug. That's so good. Sponsored by.
Oh, all plaid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So speaking of naked photos, George, we have a question for you.
Oh,
We've been
shit.
debating this question.
I like this.
How long have you been with your girl?
We're going on
I gotta go to the
10
bathroom.
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Are you married?
We haven't signed the legal documents,
Okay.
but we're very committed to one another.
That's another question we have. All right. So
You're not married,
Legally, no.
but did you have a ceremony?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I proposed to her. I gave her a ring. A year later on Valentine's Day, she gave me a ring. And then ever
Oh.
since then, it was like,
Do you
I
plan
love
on
it.
getting married?
I think, yeah. I mean, for me, I just want to throw a huge party. And that could just be after I don't want to do the whole ceremony thing. I think I just want to do the reception.
Yeah.
But you want the documentation, like the institution of marriage, you both want to have.
Yeah. I also have like the downside of engineering all these podcasts that tell me that marriage is like one of the worst things in the world. Because they're like, you do know what you're signing up for, right? And I'm like, yeah, I get it, bro.
Tell us
Like,
more. What are you
signing
hearing?
up
Yeah.
for?
What,
Well, they go for like she's going to get half your shit eventually if things go sour. And then they bring up all the numbers and you're just like, well, I get it. I don't have a joint bank account with her. Like we keep our money separate. I think that's a really big, like, I feel like if we're legally married at that moment in time, joint bank account, possibly. I don't know. Not tying the money together definitely has made things less complicated because whatever's hers is hers, whatever's mine is mine.
there's no
Yeah.
arguments about it.
I
It's
take care of this stuff this time because I have money. You take care. It works. It works. So yeah.
We've been asked. You've been asked a lot of like what's next. We've been together for a year now,
Yeah.
and so we were kind of having the conversation about what long term that would look like. And so I was curious. I knew you were with your girl for a long time. I wasn't sure if you were married yet and what your thoughts.
I thought you
on it.
were married.
Yeah. I mean, I always say I'm married to her. Like,
Yeah.
but it's when I explain it out loud to people, I think that's kind of like the more modern type of way of going about it. I feel like a lot of kids my generation are like, are over the whole traditional marriage route.
So what do you? What do
I
you?
agree.
What's her title when you introduce her to
Yes.
someone?
She's my
What is
wife.
the title?
She's your wife.
My
you
wife.
say she's my wife.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or fiance. Like, I don't know. Fiance's, I don't know, fancy.
We
So I
were
like that.
because been debating that. Like what? Like
Because
'cause we-
I'll say I'm dating John
Yeah.
and he doesn't like it.
that sounds way too casual.
It is.
She
Like
has
I'm
described
dating
other guys that
multiple.
she went on a date with as I
Dating.
dated that guy. And it's
Correct.
like you went on one date with that guy. So if I'm in the same category as one date or a year together, going through 75 hard, live hard together.
I mean, just super hard.
All this, just
Always
hard
hard.
all the time with you for a year and we're dating.
Yeah, that's a.
What do you think?
If your
But
chick right now, 10 years in, said, "Oh, this is George, I'm
they
dating
live
him."
together. We don't even live together, babe.
That's true. We don't. So we're dating.
I
So
think
we're dating.
as of right now, yeah, you're dating, but I don't think it's a bad spot. I don't think it's a bad
Okay.
spot because you could always go like dating. Then opens up the question to, oh, well, how long have you been dating? And then boom, 75 hard. We're hard.
To
Hard
me,
people.
to me, dating is not
We do
that
the hard
exclusive because you can be dating multiple people at the same time.
Uh,
People say I'm dating.
true. exclusively dating, but then it's just
But
like
then it's weird.
weird.
Then it's like
Long as
this
shit.
is this is so and so. I'm exclusively dating him or
exclusively
her is
dating.
weird.
So now I just and then I feel bad sometimes like introducing him as my boyfriend because I feel like he gets a little more credit than just like the boyfriend. You know what I mean? Because he's like a staple.
You could say that's my man,
I do say that's my man.
and I think that's kind of
Yeah.
like the
I call him my man or my guy.
Then what would I
He's
say
my
about
guy.
you? Because girl sounds that you can't say girl. That's my woman. That sounds
No,
weird
I
too.
don't like it.
'Cause
You
then we
just
talk about
introduced me as Jamie. Like I don't mind being the girlfriend. I like being the girlfriend. I even think girlfriend sounds better than wife. Like when you say wife, it makes me feel old. I like being the girlfriend.
okay, all right.
Do you
We're
like
working-
being the boyfriend?
I think it's fine. Yeah.
Or would you rather be the husband?
Oh, good. Well, are you
husband's a
asking?
gross name. I don't like it.
It's like old, right?
yeah, it is. Hubby.
So we do agree with like the hubby. Yeah, yeah.
I like man. Man is the best.
Man's good. Man's fine. I think we do agree kind of on the whole. There's pressure that comes with like the institution of marriage, right? And there's pressure, and then there's also like this lack of effort that can happen, right? You're like, we're married now. I don't have to like stay up on like working out. She's not gonna leave me. We're married.
Yeah, it's harder to leave once you are married.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So it's like this we go back and forth with the debate on it, like because it does demonstrate a commitment to each other, and like Jordan Peterson says this that it's really cool that like his view on it is like marriage is basically saying to someone, no matter what I say or no matter what you say to me, I'm not going to leave you.
Yes.
Like I want you to tell me everything, what you're going through. I want to be here to help.
Like
support
I'm
you
in the
through that.
trenches
I'm in
with
it with you.
Yeah.
I love that view.
Ride
of
or
it.
die.
I love that view of it.
I love the level of commitment, but on the flip side, I also think that it's good to like keep them on their toes. Like know that at any point in time, I can walk out that door. Like I don't have to stay with you, but I choose to stay with you every fucking day.
Yeah.
That I think to me that feels better.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we know where she stands on that, George. So I'm not asking her anytime
Yeah, I was
soon.
going to say, dude.
The only ring she's going to get is this Aura ring that I got her last year. So that's good. That's saved me some money.
Does it tell you the moods that she's in?
It not quite yet, but it'll tell me when she's about to have like her month, the time of the month is coming,
Got you.
and I can tell when she's.
When my heart rate is elevated.
Why'd your heart rate go up at 2 a.m. the other night when I wasn't around?
Hey, oh,
You know what I mean?
Right?
wild.
Yeah.
That's
It's led to some interesting
These damn
conversations.
rings.
You know,
it said you had no.
she took it off and threw it.
Holy shit!
Man, all right. I don't think she knew that I could see all that until just now, George.
Shit.
Wait,
He's like, babe, why is your heart rate accelerated at 2 a.m.? What were you doing? And I'm like, you know what? 75 hard. Had to get it in.
that's true. And 75 hard in whichever ways that she felt like
But that
she
she
could
got
get a
it
fucking
in,
workout.
whatever she needed to get it in. Nice cardio session. So I know that you have to do 45 minutes. This was
2 minutes.
2.5. So, yeah.
Just kidding.
you
You
can't-
don't really get access to that, but you get access to it for yourself. So if I look in his app, like it'll show when his heart rate's like elevated throughout the night and when you get your best sleep. Like it breaks it down by the
Yeah.
hour. So it is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. They are cool.
And now we've added the girls in the mix, so we have our own little family.
Little circles. We can see like everyone, the girls always beat me on sleep
It's a
score.
competition, yeah.
Crush
Like
me on
who
sleep
gets
score.
who got the highest sleep score, and John always wins an activity.
A
His
crush on
activity score
activity.
is always the highest because he's
On the
I don't
move?
know what he's doing. Yeah, he's moving a lot
Primarily
of stuff.
between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where the best work's done, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
Yeah, that is like my sleep type is I stay up late. I'm not a morning person, but I can be a morning person. But my chronotype, I think hopefully I'm saying that correctly, is that I stay up later and that's when I work the best. But you're more like early morning, right?
No, mine was more balanced. Like I could do both.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can lean more early morning than you can, but I'm not as aggressive late night, which is kind of weird to me. But I think that's just a change over the last year and a half of like I've go to sleep earlier. I used to not be able to sleep before 2 a.m.
Yeah, but now that you're with me.
Now, when I'm with you, we sleep
sleep
earlier.
better.
But when I'm not with you, I'm in Dallas. I'm usually on the phone with you till 2 in the
No,
morning.
I'm like, go to bed. Go to bed.
I can't,
He
George.
misses me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's love right there.
Do you ever do distance, George?
No. We've been lockstep the whole way.
Yeah.
Distance is honestly a nightmare for me. So
Why?
God bless you guys for
Yeah.
making it
Why
work.
is it so hard for you?
Oh,
Look at John. He's so excited.
I'm curious.
I've been with her for 10 years.
Yeah.
George unsupervised is a dangerous George. And that's where I'm going to leave that.
Okay.
So I just way rather stay with her. Doing adventures, even a work trip, like this weekend we're going to Phoenix to film podcasts for Latino Junkies. I'm like, you're coming with. Like I also picked a profession in which we can do it together, and that's pretty
That's
dope.
cool.
Yeah.
So you love having her with you
Yeah. I mean,
after 10 years.
she's my dog.
Ah,
That's
that's so
cool.
incredible.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So you refer to her as your dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
it. So that works for
I
her.
like
She's my bitch.
Oh, wow.
She's a female dog.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if that would fly over here as a descriptor. I don't
Um,
think I'd do that to you.
are you cat people?
No. No, dogs all the way.
Uh,
So you couldn't do distance.
No.
and with your job, George, do you like hot girl photos?
Hot girl photos, like on
Like
Instagram.
if you're on Instagram and you see a hot girl, do
I
you like the
mute 'em.
photo?
I've gotten good. I mute them now. Like,
So you
I'll
follow 'em?
Yeah, I'll follow them and then I mute them immediately because it's not even the like, right? Because she can care less. It's taken a long time for her to care less, but yeah, if I mute them and then I never see it, and it's just my feed is always sports content.
Okay.
Because she'll definitely look over my shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, who the fuck's on your Instagram feed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So gents, just mute them. And
But why even
That's not-
follow them if you're going to mute them? Then you can't see them. Why don't you just unfollow them?
that's the same thing she would say. And I would be like, well, it's work. And then
So it's the people that
I'm
you
like, what do you
work
want for
with.
dinner?
Are they wait,
Change the subject.
Are they people that you actually know because you work with them?
Oh, 100%. No, I'm not following like randos.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Working at this studio
Yeah,
is like,
I get it.
there's
That's like,
girls coming in every single week, and then we have to type in
And you
these
know them.
fancy lower thirds. So every time I get to type in one of these, it's one of the weirdest questions I ask because, they're like, why would you want my Instagram? You know what I mean? I'm like, for your lower third.
yeah.
But then
And then you follow.
sometimes, like, if they're interesting, if it's just like a boring person, like they had a shitty podcast, I'd be like, oh,
You wouldn't follow.
I'll let you just go do whatever you do.
Got it.
Yeah.
But you said you had to get to a point where she was comfortable with that with you.
Yeah.
So because you guys have been together 10 years, so you've been together before pre-Instagram.
Yeah, same amount of time. Like Instagram
Yeah, it's
was
kinda
in
the same.
our 8th grade, 9th grade year.
Yeah.
And we met 9th grade year. So
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So it's been around since you've been together.
for sure. Yeah, we've been through the ringer.
How has Instagram or social media caused arguments or fights for your relationship?
Definitely.
Mm.
Definitely. Like
She didn't like things you liked, or you didn't like things she liked, or
yeah, or like the commenting or
Why are you following her?
yeah, the following, and it's like as I've gotten older, I get brutally honest too. I'm like in a respectful way, I'm like, you know exactly why I followed her. Like, I'm a guy who likes seeing nice women. Like, you are hot as fuck. That's why I'm with you. So, I was working with fitness junkies for a long time in the fitness space. And then I'm going to film on location shoots with these girls. That's when, like, I'm not going to lie, subconsciously, she like kicked it up in the gym like tenfold. And she lost like 25 pounds.
Wow.
But now she's a gym goer, like hard for sure. She gives a shit about her fitness and her health and stuff. But I think subconsciously, if you can make it through the first battle, like it can help them reflect on, you know, their appearance or who they want to be. Because like you feel jealous because why?
You're
feel
self-conscious
like you
about something.
Yeah, and you feel like you're not putting the work in. like, and I'll tell you right now, after seeing those people and knowing what type of work they put in, I'm like, the work that you're doing now is like way more than what they're doing. Like, she works a full-time job. She goes to the gym.
Yeah.
She's proactive in her lifestyle. And I think some of that comes from like, she needed to know that I had other options, or like, I'm just in a place where it's constantly going to be around.
You're
So
gonna see it.
she's got to be on her game, you know? And that's like the healthy, unhealthy parts of relationships.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have to do things too, like to make her feel like I care. So I try to make a point.
So with that being said, will you be casting for the pool auditions at your work?
No, I won't be casting for the pool auditions at work. We have a
To get me to up my game?
yeah,
Jamie, yeah, you guys are in such a weird situation, okay? Like, it's not normie relationships. You guys are two high value people. Like, you're crushing it in your industry, Jamie. John's been crushing it for a long time. So, like, I don't know. That's like power couple vibes. Like, that's two alpha dominant people making it work for each other.
So I'll say with that,
Different
though,
than most.
Yeah.
but I think I still do deal with some level of insecurity on things, right? So because there's things she's liked I didn't like. I'm like, why are you liking that? Why do you follow that guy, and why do you like that stuff? Like,
Which is so crazy to me, like coming from him. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, do you seriously care? Like,
Oh shit, yeah. No, I've seen like Cameron follow somebody sometime, and I'm like, wait, why are you following that person?
yeah, why?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think to me, I'm becoming more and more into this, like the power of energy, right? Like what you're putting out there and what you're allowing to be like come into your space can be impactful, right? So
100%.
to me, I'm like, if this person doesn't mean anything to you, why are you following them, and why are you liking that? And I know that it's just a fraction of a second to double tap that.
Yeah.
But it's an energy, and they may or may not see that you do that. And then also, I think I have a lot of friends that are married or with girls that I see like her stuff all the time. And we know what kind of stuff she posts, which is not like, it's not OnlyFans, right? But it's like, it's bikinis and lingerie, right? And I don't get a feeling like, yo, dude, that's my girl. I don't have that kind of vibe at all. But I do have wow, that kind of looks shitty for your girl. Like, I think that kind of sucks for your wife or your girlfriend that you're going through and liking.
But the guys that you hang around said that to him.
Yeah, like I'll be in a group setting with a bunch of the guys, and the guys will start calling out these guys and be like, "Oh, we know you've already seen it so and so because you've liked her photo before anybody else does."
That's whack shit right there.
And it just like, to me, it just comes off as it's a little disrespectful to your wife or your girlfriend.
So it created a conversation.
So it made me think about like, well, you're liking this dude's photo who's taking his shirt off in it, or video of taking his shirt off, and then the one before it as well. And then we had already had a conversation about another guy that you did that with. So it's like multiple times of you liking these things. And it was like, what is it about? Like, why? Why are you doing that? I'm having a hard time understanding it.
Yeah. I mean.
And then I said the worst thing I could have possibly said. I was like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. I just liked it. Because I follow him. So it showed up, and he was like, oh, so you just weren't thinking about my feelings when you liked it. And
No,
I go,
for sure. Yeah. I work in a social media space, so it's like crazy different, the level of like understanding that my significant other has. Because like, in order for me to be uber successful, I gotta be tapped in that realm.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I don't go out to nightclubs. I don't like
Yeah.
I'm a homebody, and I respect the time that I get to spend with her.
Yeah.
So like the whole social media argument to me is like, that's just my work vibe. Like, you know who I kick it with, Cameron. We like literally don't go out. Like,
Yeah.
and if we go out, we're going out to an event and then we come back home. Like, it's not like we're mixing with these huge social circles, which could happen. But the whole social media thing is very interesting.
Yeah.
It is, like, because I agree. I don't think that there's anything that's going to come of that. I don't think there's any, like, maybe there's like some flirty DMs or something every once in a while that probably happen, right? And then it's like that kind of sucks to think that is out there. But I think for me, I'm just starting to like really like be conscious of like what I'm allowing. Like I unfollowed, other than like a couple of friends that I have that are like I've known for a long time, but didn't hook up with any of them. We didn't have any like I've still follow them, but I've muted because I don't want it to like
the
show
mute
up.
Features,
Because I have that weird
sure.
like I don't want to unfollow you. Like is it like a demonstration that you did something wrong? No, you didn't do anything wrong. I just don't want to see like you in your underwear on my feed anymore. And actually, in fact, I've actually cut off Instagram. I haven't been on it for a couple weeks now. I'm trying to do a whole month of like no Instagram.
Be really good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed it at all. Like, I'll pull up mine and just show him. I'm like, oh, this is what I posted on my story today, or what I posted on our page.
I think it's fine
But
because
he,
I've
like,
been with you. I think I'll miss it more when I'm not with
Like
you.
when I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You're going to want to go back on to see what I'm doing in Hawaii, aren't you?
It's weird. I don't want to creep on you. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's just that's of the things I'd miss on Instagram. It's like, I do miss some of like the motivational stuff, some of the podcast stuff that I see.
But you do creep on me.
I do
on
creep.
Instagram.
I do creep on you. You're right. I mean, I look at what you're doing.
Yeah, and where I'm at and who else is there.
Oh, ouch.
I mean, that's obvious. Like I do that shit too. I'm like, oh, who's tagged in this story? Like I know all the back.
Okay, see, so it's normal. All right.
Guys,
Yes.
the Instagram thing is just so weird. But this should be like a topic that we bring up when we come back, so we can like hit like certain aspects of it.
Sure. It is. It's such a crazy dynamic on a relationship now. It's so powerful. How much we're on it. How much which I think is unhealthy in general too, regardless of your relationship status. But
I do think it's unhealthy. I think that a lot of the stuff that's on there is like unhealthy and can be unhealthy to relationships.
yeah.
But as long as you have the conversation, you figure out what works for you, and what works for us may not necessarily be what works for someone else.
Yeah.
So the dynamics are always different.
That mute button's magical, people. It's
It is.
magical.
See, I guess
You'll
I only
never
have a
even
couple
know.
people muted.
But she'll say the same thing. She's like, "Why do you mute? You should just unfollow
them.
Yeah, no, I think it's still a showing of good faith that once again, this is if I've interacted with this person and like had words exchanged, not just like rando, Then at that point, if it's rando and then I'm like, oh shit, that's weird.
I agree.
But yeah, no, definitely keep revisiting this. You guys got to keep posting like real life stuff too. Like you're not posting like fake Fugazi life. Like you guys are living it. Always on adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's real. I would rather follow that than I don't know stuff on social media that's like
I agree.
sensationalized and fake.
Well, that's
like
what we
when
talk
your
about.
daughter has a breakdown, and I'm like, holy shit, what do I do?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. Well, yeah.
By the way, let's look at our family photo that we took at Thanksgiving that was a complete nightmare. But the photo turned out pretty good despite the freezing cold weather. Look at that.
There it is. It was really cold that day. This was during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was a good photo.
Good outfit choice.
Look at that family.
Colors. Good colors.
Oh yeah, my daughters picked the color palettes, and they actually shopped for our outfits.
Yeah, they bought those outfits for the boys too, and Nixon.
And Nixon, yeah, and the shoes, everything. Yeah, I let them dress me.
We have been debating that, George. I think it would be interesting to kind of know where we're trying to define like where this goes, right? Like, do we keep it about our adventures because we've got a lot, and I think we should talk more. We could probably. The next one we could spend time just talking about Banff. And we've got Tokyo coming up.
Yes, we're going to Japan. My daughter just graduated college. And I've always been one to steer clear of sharing a lot of like my family, my daughter, single mom dynamics only out of like safety for my family, because as a single mom, I feel like responsible for my daughters. There's a lot of weirdos out there, especially in my industry. So I've always felt the need to like protect them. And just because I've chose this industry for myself doesn't mean that that's what they want for themselves. But now that I have you, I feel like a little more like safer in the dynamic. My girls are older, but I do get nervous for your kids, like sharing them on social media. It's a freaking crazy world.
Yeah.
But I think people can learn
Yeah.
from the blended family and real life scenarios.
So yeah, we talk about it. Like, how much do we go like behind the scenes of what's like? Yes, because it really is always an adventure. Even just taking them to school in the morning is like an adventure, because it's like an hour commute for me. They always want to, like, every song I ask them who's playing, and my daughter always says it's Billy Idol, which is awesome. I've taught her well. But like, even like that stuff is just fun and funny. But I don't know.
Crazy.
We debate like how much access do we give?
I agree. And you put it all out there, and I'm probably a little more like reserved and private. So,
what do you think, George? Should we go?
Should we go all in? Should we fucking go all in?
Your girls are old enough to literally make that decision for themselves.
They said they want to be on this.
They want to be on the show. I've
it.
said, my older one goes, we all have CCWs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, so they're protected. Yeah, you got to bring them on for an episode.
I feel like they want to come on just to fucking light me up. They're going to
without
tag
a doubt,
team me for
Jamie.
sure.
Yeah,
So that could be fun.
yeah, but we'll have materials loaded up on the back end here that you could be like, but what about this? And all their
God.
embarrassing photo.
Yeah, that's true. You could stockpile some stuff that just to hold in the back pocket.
I'm
in
sure
case
they are 10 steps ahead of me. You
Yeah.
know it, because you're like, that's kind of weird.
Well, I thought, like, what are they have like an agenda? What's the agenda of this? Because they just randomly hit us up and said, we want to be on the show. And I was like,
What? Yeah.
I wonder why.
Whoa.
All right.
All right.
Well, we love you guys. George,
Yes.
it's been
Thanks,
nice.
George.
I can't wait till you guys come back to tell us a little bit more about these adventures.
All right, you guys.
Bye.